straight in. Okay, guys, we are back to Zoom. Apologies for last week. It wasn't our fault. The software let us down. They couldn't hear anything Josh was saying, so we didn't upload it. But we're back this week.
Never say anything
Lewis,
useful anyway, so it's all right. It's fine.
Lewis is fully committed to the channel because
I
he's
look
all
like I'm on
about it.
holiday, but I'm actually not. I'm just in an empty garden with a piece of garden furniture. That's the only thing I can sit on.
I thought you were doing your Stevie Wonder impression.
No, we literally, I think the guys put the furniture in about 2 hours ago, and I haven't built anything. I've been on my laptop doing check-ins and working. So I've got no sofa at the minute. I've got no table. I've got no desk. It's an empty house that's getting done. So
Moving house is hard enough. Moving house is
100%.
hard enough on its own, let alone renovating a whole place.
I originally sat up against the wall, but I thought this is going to be a long podcast. And you know, it's like you guys, when you sit down, you're like, comfortable, your back. I'm like an old man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know that feeling. Definitely know that feeling.
I'm sat out in the garden with my dog. Look at this. Also, to add to it, has a nappy on.
Oh, she's in season.
Because she's in season. So
Yeah.
I thought you just didn't want her in the house shitting or something while she renovates.
No, so this is the scenes of me today on the podcast. Boy. Professional as ever.
Well, I've never seen a dog in a nappy before, so that was a
You
first.
never? Oh, what?
Yeah, she hates the nappy.
Yeah. I bet she does. So yeah, we got a lot to cover. I did want to quickly talk about the pros from last week, the guys that turned pro. We'll only cover it quickly. We spoke about them ages last week, but then yeah, of course, the episode didn't go live. So, can you see the screen all right?
Yeah, I can see it, mate. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So we're just going to quickly cover the guys. So Phildo turned pro in men's physique, which is a really cool achievement for it to achieve. Phildo's been at the top of the PCA game for absolutely ages. I don't think he's ever placed outside of the top three in PCA. When he was an amateur, he just won everything straight away. And then, went into the pro ranks. And I'm pretty sure his debut season in the PCA pro ranks, he won it all. And then he's kind of, it's like with Ike. If Ike's on, he's very hard to beat.
Yeah.
But Phildo's always been in the mix. So he was always destined for more. But yeah, I mean, it was a quality look.
We said, didn't we, last week? We probably think that he I think he probably should have placed a little bit higher at the universe. So
yeah,
it was nice to see him.
He's mine and Lewis's preference.
I am a big fan of like that round, just that crazy round, freaky chest delts.
Yeah.
You, Josh, that enlightened it to like Jeremy Potvin.
Yes, very much so.
The guy with like the 4 abs,
yeah,
and then like crazy chest.
Yeah,
it is cool.
That guy is nuts. The good thing about Phil, though, is he is just so balanced from the legs perspective. So a lot of people will have that missing, but his calves are absolutely unreal. So yeah, he fills out the shorts nicely. And yeah, the chest is very bubbly. We said last week, I mean, he'll know himself what he needs to work on to actually make an impact in the pro ranks. He does need more back and more detail through the back, which I think, and we all agreed, will come from just having more muscle back there. But it will be interesting to see if he does a pro show before he shuts it down this year. There is the M Pro on this weekend.
Is he still in shape?
Well, yeah, that depends.
He's not been posted much.
No, whether he's enjoyed his downtime and stuff like that.
That can mean one or two things if they're not posting much.
It's a difficult one, isn't it? It's a difficult one when you've just won a pro card, an IFBB pro card. You might obviously, I mean, most people aren't, unless everyone's saying you're going to win a pro card from start to finish. Do you know what I mean? You're probably not planning any pro shows either. So like, your probably first thing is, oh, I'm going to celebrate. Do you know what I mean? And then it's like, oh shit. Do I want to get back in?
I kind of come off stage, won it, then thought, yeah, I'm going to eat a lot of cheesecake because I've turned pro. And then wanted to do a pro show, but realised I've had
cheesecake.
Some people can get away with that though, don't they? And they look a lot better. Like if you were to eat cheesecake, Josh, what do you think would happen to your look? Do you think you'd look better?
Oh mate, I could show you it. It's what I look like right now. It's fucking 259 pounds.
Fucking hell. Yeah. So I mean,
I'll tell you what though. We're doing a 4-week cut and obviously pulling back on drugs now. And me and Joe was pleasantly surprised how tight I'm holding at 259, considering I'm fucking 34
Are you quite chill with it, Josh?
Oh, I'm so chill, mate. I'm so fucking chill.
Love it.
I'll see if I can
Run it.
this whether you can see this or not.
In terms of like chill, then what
So
what do you mean by
I've
that?
got like lines in the legs and
What's
stuff.
your definition of chill with things?
Like if I want to go out for an off-plan meal, I'm going out for an off-plan meal.
Is that quite regular?
Like it depends if me and the missus want to go for dinner or I've got
I
social
like it.
on.
I think it's interesting to hear how everyone does it. Like I can't get away with that. So
I'm an
I
eight.
think if you can,
I always openly admit I'm an 80% bodybuilder.
no,
Like
that's good, mate. Some of the best bodybuilders in the world do it like that.
as long as I make progress and I'm looking better every season, I don't care.
Yeah,
It's
that's the
one
main
of those,
thing.
isn't it? Like some people can get away with it, some people can't. If you are, do it the way you need to do it, man. There's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
There's no
Like
better way than another way.
it's like I posted on my story the other day saying like nobody cares how perfect the judges come next time you step on stage. Nobody cares how perfect your reverse was. Nobody cares how many calories you eat in the off season.
Yeah, man.
As long as you are stepping on stage next time round better than you stepped on stage the previous time round, and you're in shape, and no one's going you're out of shape or doing this, then I don't give a fuck what you do. Do you know what I mean? The problem is most times, like I back up being 80%, but most of the time other people can't back up being 80%. Do you know what
The
I mean? They think,
difference is, do you think what you actually do in the 80% though, right?
yeah,
It's different in it. Like compare your training to someone else that might be 80% with a nutrition. It's completely different, you know.
yeah,
People
yeah.
can't understand that and grasp that sometimes, can they?
So,
No, and I
so
think
are you
obviously
thinking about going in for the back end of the year? Let's cut to the chase here.
Yeah, man.
nah, Joe wants me to pull off 10 pounds and then start pushing back up again,
Matt, are
basically.
you doing something? Because you look quite lean.
Do I? I feel
Was
fat
that
as
not a
fuck,
recent
mate.
thing that you posted? Did you post something not recent with Georgia?
No, that's what I look like now. I feel fat as
You are
fuck,
pretty
mate.
lean, bro. I wonder if he's dieting. I thought you was lean.
No, no, man. I hate food right now. You know, you were just talking about off plans and stuff in off
Yeah, yeah.
season. I can't even look at food. I hate it.
Can
I'm not a
you
big eater.
can you show
I've never had
your
them.
WhatsApp on thingy? I'll send the shots into the group chat actually.
I don't know if I can.
But
Don't know
it's
if I
so
can.
everyone can slate
You're
me
not
on
posting
how I
on your
look.
Instagram. You're trying to be a secret squirrel, Josh.
Oi,
I literally only posted. I literally only took them this morning. Checked in with Joe this morning, literally, and I've been busy non-stop all day. I
Okay.
haven't posted them yet.
Okay. Yeah, I
I was
can't
going to
bring up
post them.
WhatsApp on the channel, but I can confirm he looks all right. Average bodybuilder.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, definitely an 80% look.
yeah.
No, you look fucking mega. You're an idiot. You're
What
absolutely massive.
What's actually really
But
good about these shots, mate, and hopefully next week we can cover it if you put it on your grid, is your legs are looking a lot better. They're actually matching up with the outside of the lats now. You're looking more balanced, top to bottom.
That was what I actually said to Joe today. I was actually really happy that the training setup that we've done, where I'm touching legs 5 times a week, but just 2 sets at every start of every workout,
Mm,
seems to be paying off quite nicely. So
and you can
nice.
still get in a side tricep.
yes,
Loads of
I
room.
I have to windmill the arm to get in the
Yeah, but
side
you're in it.
tricep, but we're getting
You're
in
in
it.
it.
Yeah, innit? Yeah, well
If
played.
you're
And
in it, then you've still got room, bro.
Yeah,
what did you say you weigh in?
259.
259. Because yeah, you could see wow, when was this? Just
That
before your last show.
yeah,
Yeah, mate, your legs have definitely grown a lot since then.
yeah,
Jesus
and obviously
Christ.
I've still got pretty good lines in them and stuff in the grand scheme of things as well. So
Well, there
and
we go.
my glutes are still looking a bit boxy from the back as well, which they've never done at that weight. So
So Josh will be on stage later this year. We can all look forward to
You are
no, but
British.
it might be looking like I might be going out next year rather than 2028 though.
Oh yeah,
You will.
definitely.
That ain't lasting till 28, bro.
Not a
Calling
chance.
that now.
Well, we got to start dieting for the wedding next year, so I'll just carry on after that.
When's the wedding?
May the 1st.
Oh yeah, perfect run of summer shows then. Perfect.
Yeah, Universe Pro Show 3 weeks, 2 weeks later, start the season.
Nice.
I'll
Yeah,
be like 3 weeks out on a wedding day.
mate, that'd be class. That'd be really, really good. That works out perfectly. You
Yeah.
can do a Hulk Hogan and wear a wedding suit without sleeves on. That would be. Did you see that when he did that?
No, but
What a
what
look.
you could imagine him being like that though.
Please do that. Please do
R.I.P. Hulk.
that. So Daz took the pro card as well.
Yes, the Mr.
Yeah, he was
Peel.
just nails, man. Like so peeled. I
Yeah,
don't think.
obviously, and this is that's not even the recent amateur. That's the last one.
Oh shit. Well, he was just as peeled here. It'd be
Yeah,
interesting to know what the weight difference was between the two.
I think he said by the time he was stepping on stage, he was about 90. You estimated he'd probably be about 94, I think.
That's crazy that there, isn't it?
I'm someone that I could see like moving into the 2-on-2 category and actually doing
Oh,
well in a
mate,
couple of years in the
he's
pro
easily.
leagues. 100%.
He,
I see him with that. Some people turn pro. You think are they already close to their ceiling? I don't think he is. I think he's got a load of room to keep getting better, which is
and if
dead
he can
exciting.
just slab on the size in his back, that's all he needs. That's literally like
Yeah,
a little bit more on the top line and the upper because his legs are so dominant, which isn't
Mm.
a bad thing necessarily in 212. Because obviously you've got people like Marco Ruse, who's obviously just looking sick on the weekend with Toronto. Like they're hard to beat when you've got a really dominant lower half. It's just trying to bring that upper up a little bit more in the back.
even from the rear, his lower half's really good and strong.
Yeah.
Like in his side shots, his hamstring's fantastic.
But he's
So quite
definitely
rare.
one. He's definitely one within the UK that we're going to have a decent 212 at. Do you know what I mean? So I think.
Yeah. And like you said, once he brings those out more, those lats, like it's just going to improve all his shots as well. I
Oh
imagine
mate.
his front relax shot when this is a lot wider.
Oh
That
mate, it
looks
will look
fucking
silly. It
crazy.
will look silly, like going out for those fucking sweepy quads,
Yeah,
tight waist, and everything.
Yeah.
big well done to Daz. Smashed it.
Yeah,
Universe champ, new IFBB pro.
at least he'll be off the roster for the
And
universe next
he's
year.
won a
Then,
load of overalls as well this year, and he's good season, man.
yeah, it's the universe winning place for next year is just blown wide open.
Unless Alex Lord jumps in it. He doesn't
How
usually do
interesting
stuff.
is it though that
He goes
like
back. He goes back end. He goes to the back end because he wants to win the British worlds.
That's true.
what do you boys think to the fact that like nowadays we're seeing these lineups in the PCA shows and these people that are in these pro lineups are able to go straight away and win IFBB pro cards?
I
Shows the
just
level of bodybuilding in the UK just at these shows like the Universe now. We've had Daz and Fildo both go and turn pro that were both competing in that show, both pros. So it
yeah
just kind of shows how the standard's changing now, I think.
And
yeah
is it Dara? Is that his name? He did it from Classic as
Yeah,
well.
Dara,
yes.
he's turned pro, fought for the
Dara from
Universe.
Classic as well.
And then obviously there's the people that were pros that have gone and done it the other way around. Like it's just a big mix now, which is it's just making everything so much more competitive. I think it's
Yeah.
wicked.
Yeah,
Without a
yeah,
doubt.
definitely. Be interesting to see what they do now, whether they stay in IFBB or come back to PCA.
Yeah.
I'll be, because I spoke about this on my story the other day. I don't think some people realize how fucking expensive it is to compete as an IFBB pro.
Do you know what, boys, right?
Mate, so expensive.
Since I've quit the IFBB and stopped that, the amount, and this is no bullshit, and I'll just say this so people know, that's how I'm able to now go on holiday every year, buy a new car. I don't have to finance it now. I've got, get a new house. This isn't because I'm earning more money.
No, it's
It's
just
just
more
because I'm
available
not
money.
chasing the pro leagues anymore and I'm not investing everything into that. People don't realize how much it takes. I reckon it easily takes more than half of what you earn in
Oh,
total of what you put towards bodybuilding.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say it depends how long you go, but I mean, the reason why I spoke about it on my stories now is because of the point system that's in place. A lot of the guys are going to have to do shows on shows and shows,
Yep.
and that really, really does add up. And I put a story out there. I want to see if you boys agree or not. And it's a tough one because I don't want to poo-poo people's dreams. I still want to turn IFBB pro, but I
Yeah.
have no intention to compete as an IFBB pro. I'd go straight back to PCA.
I am 100% with you on that, Matt.
Yeah. Oh, you really? So you'd do the
You know
same?
what? I think there's a lot of people that would say that, boys, but I actually think one of you two are probably the only people that would follow that through. I think people will win it and then get wrapped up in the hype of that and then cancel that. That's what I think usually happens.
I said to Luce, I'd like to win the pro card at IFBB. I'd like to go to somewhere like New York Pro or something like that, step on stage next to some of my heroes and fucking
Yeah.
who I've grown up against,
Yeah.
have that cool experience, say to my kid one day, do you know what I mean? Dad stepped on stage next to fucking XYZ, do you know what I mean? And then have my fucking card back and go straight back to PCA.
And that's what I did, man. I did one pro show just to say I've done it, see what
Yeah.
it was about, and to see if it was for me. I might have loved it. Like
Yeah.
I might have thought that was worth it. You don't know until you try, do you? Sometimes.
Yeah.
So
I just know with my height being like 5'10.5", just under 5'11", I need to be big in the IFBB, and I just don't want to be that
do
big.
you think then, guys, like as coaches, we should be educating people that are coming to us saying they want to turn pro on the financial side? So I don't think that's speaking about, like if you're taking an athlete to turn pro and it's one of their first couple of seasons, are they going to be able to afford that for the next 3 years as they build through it? Like
I
Think
think
we
it's
should talk
also,
about that?
I think one thing I sort of say to my guys and I sort of educate them in a sense of gradually is like even in the amateurs, like from like when you just start competing to like now we're okay, we're placing first call out. Okay, now can you afford to take GH? Do you know what I mean? Because we want to go to that next level. Can you also afford to take Telmasartan all year round? Do you know what I mean? Can you afford to do this? Do you know what I mean? Not just
And it adds, done it, bricks on layers and layers.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like, okay, now because we're taking that next level, right? Okay, now recovery needs to be more. Okay, now we probably need a massage every single week because we're fucking bigger. Do you know what I mean? We're putting our body through some things. Whereas you'd have a massage once every month, maybe beforehand from that
Yeah.
element. And like, okay, now we need more sups. Now we need more recovery. Now we need more blood work. Do you know what I mean? All of this
And then
type of thing.
eventually it then comes into the bigger things, flights,
Cost,
accommodations,
accommodation, hire
all
car,
of this. Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
So
That's what I was going to get onto because yeah, to answer your question, Lewis, it's like when you map out the season and it's benefit because all of us guys have been to shows everywhere, so we kind of roughly know how much it's going to cost them. So that's what I would usually say. Like because I've got a few guys this year that could potentially turn IFBB pro, I'm like, right, if we do these 3 shows, it probably costs the same amount as if you were to do this one show.
I like that. I don't think many people would do that, Matt.
Yeah.
It
That's
helps because
wicked.
it puts them in a chance to get more chances at the
Yeah,
card, right?
fully
Whereas,
agree.
yeah, if someone doesn't explain it to them, they could spunk all their money on one show, and then if they don't get it, which a lot of the times they don't, they have to run quite a few shows, then they're fucked.
Okay, here's a controversial one then on the same topic. Should we advise about people's ceiling in terms of saying, look, I think you could turn pro, but I don't think that you could go anywhere. Or I think if you was to try to go into the pro leagues, this is what you'd experience. Or we do sometimes have people like your current client, Matt, that you're traveling with, who can build into it, who can progress, who has that. You can often see it. You don't always know it, but you can often see it.
Yeah.
Do you think that we should also educate and be honest about that? Because I do, and sometimes doesn't always get received the best, but I'd prefer to be honest.
I think honesty is always the best policy without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
When and where you need to have that conversation is probably like I probably sort of leave that conversation maybe until we're sort of getting close to it.
Because you
Like
guys have come to that conclusion. You two just said fair play to you both. I think that's rare you hear that. I could turn pro, and I think you both could. I agree with you. I think you both could easily turn pro at the right show. You know that. But what would it look like for you in the next 5 years of bodybuilding? And you guys have worked that out, and you know that because you're educated in coaching. But most people don't know that. They
and I
can't
think
think ahead and think, can I keep doing this? You know?
and I think it also depends on the category that you're in. Like if you're in an open bodybuilder and you're not already a genetic freak and showing potential, well, of course you're not going anywhere. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
agree, man. I do agree. I
Like,
agree.
and I think that's the same for classic as well. Do you know what I mean? Because
But
classic's
that
probably one of the
doesn't mean that
hardest
you
classes.
can't be successful in bodybuilding, does it?
No,
That's
not at
not
all.
related to that. So
Exactly.
there's
Not at
other,
all.
and that's where,
You're talking about elite level. You're talking
yeah,
about the
yeah.
1% of the 1%. Do you know
And I
what I mean?
think people often now only think that elite level is success in bodybuilding, whereas it's
Yeah.
not. You know,
And
there's
it never
loads of
was,
ones.
and it never was back in the day. The
No,
UKBFF, like we've talked about on the podcast previously,
Nabba.
you were buzzing for a fucking first and second call out. Do you know what I mean? From that side of things, you were buzzing to be like, oh shit, a fucking hell, I'm in the top 6 here. You weren't thinking about fucking winning. You weren't thinking about overalls. You were thinking about just fucking placing and not a fucking an untracked number.
Yeah.
I remember when I saw the first Nabba pro that I ever saw, and I was like, oh my god, this
Yeah.
guy's a god, and I treat him like he was somebody, and he was somebody. Nowadays, people don't even feel that about these things, and it's
No.
only that one specific.
Well,
Nice
who did you see that Phil Heath quote from someone posted it on social media the other day, and it was something like saying if we didn't have social media, we'd start basically like being proud of the heroes and the athletes that are doing well rather than fake social media fitness influencers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
From the sort of thing.
yeah.
The problem is everyone's highlighting the fitness influencer that hasn't done anything, doesn't look like anything. Do you know what I mean? And is most of the time faking all their photos as it is anyway. And then it's like you got the true athletes that are performing well living, and no one's really that bothered as much. So
Yeah.
the thing is, if you're winning any amateur show, and if you won a few, even just amateurs, you're a good bodybuilder.
yeah, of course you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think like for some people, it's really, really cool to have the goal as the IFBB Pro card because it
100%.
does prove that you are a very good bodybuilder. What, less than 1% of people all get it? But then, yeah, I think this is a good conversation to have because a lot of people, for some people actually, it would completely destroy their bodybuilding career after that because they realize they can't go anywhere after that if they stay in the IFBB Pro League.
It's that whole quote in it, like the whole aim for the stars, and if you land on the moon,
Like,
whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, yeah, and people need to realize it's okay to pivot and then
Yeah,
go in other directions if you want to. It doesn't have to be the end if you're not good enough to place in the pro leagues,
it's
because
doing it for the
most
love of the
people are.
sport. It's doing it for the love of the sport, isn't it? Rather than the accolades. If you're doing it for the accolades, then you're going to have a horrible time. Do you know what I mean? From that side of
Yeah,
things, like if you're doing it because you love the
I've done it
sport,
for both though, so I get it. It's hard
yeah,
to you can fall into the mindset of the trap of it so easy. Like it's like a suction, it pulls you in.
yeah. Oh
yeah.
no,
You
completely.
weren't pulled in for long though, man. You only did a couple of shows, one or one show, two
No,
shows.
I did from like 2021 was when I first actually tried to turn pro properly and went for it, and I got spanked, like didn't get close. And then after that, since I come off stage, I said like, "Nah, I'm gonna win it. I'm not gonna stop until I've won it." And it became literally my whole live and breathe every moment that I woke up for years.
Do you regret it though, or are you happy that
No,
you?
I don't, because I needed to experience what it was like to be able to hone in on something like that. I think that that gives you a really, really good set of skills that you can transfer in life. I think
Yeah,
it's important to be able to, if anything, it is that you can find something you can hone in and focus on that level. So I
You
think that,
can,
like you said, the goal of it, it's what you learn from that, what I can transfer now and stuff like that. That I think you can't
yeah.
learn unless you do something like that.
You grow as a
Um,
person, don't you, by being
without a
tested.
doubt. And you grow from taking yourself back from it as well, like I have done, and been able to overview it and think, where did I go wrong from that? How could I have done
Yeah,
that better? And how could I advise people better on it? Like what that experience does for you as a whole is great.
yeah.
yeah.
I think
Exactly.
I've learned the most from chasing my FBB Pro card is the shows that I've got spanked. I don't know if you boys are the same, but the shows that I lost the most, like really badly lost, that's what I learned from the most. So
Yeah, of course, because it lights
Without
that
a
fire,
doubt.
or it should light that fire anyway. If it
yeah,
I've
doesn't,
never, after every time I've lost in like the last 5 or 6 years, there's always been a win following the loss. It's never gone loss. It's always gone loss win.
oh, it's
yeah.
nice for some.
And it wouldn't have done that, I don't think. That's that. Yeah, I just picked an easier show, mate, to make sure.
Yeah, class. Right. Well, we went off topic a little bit there.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, good
That's
though.
that was some good information there.
Yeah,
Then
100%.
let's get back to the show. So, right.
So
Well, we
this
had
week,
quite a
then,
few on.
boys.
What's that?
This week we're doing now, yeah.
Well, this
yes,
week we're on to now, and we had quite a few. So, I know we had a UK and FBA show, but I don't think they've put anything up.
No.
shock.
So, we can't cover that. There we go.
Was there
Okay,
anything on Saturday?
Nabba.
the
Nabba finals was
Nabba
on.
Nabba finals.
And
Nabba finals.
I think they've put out a couple of things. Before I click on it, boys, do you know the results yet?
Seen some of them,
Uh,
yeah.
I
Guess
only
who?
know of like a couple.
Guess who won men's physique?
Is he off into off season yet?
His 8 week off season.
Fuck's sake, Prince.
Here he is. Go
Did he
on,
win another
Prince.
pro card?
Wait,
Go on,
Mr.
Prince.
Consistent, Mr. Consistent.
I
The
love
thing
it.
is, right, we can't review him because we're reviewing the same. It's great physique, but it's the same great physique every week.
Yeah,
Yeah. At least he's consistent. I mean,
You
it's,
know what?
yeah,
Kudos for coming in well every time.
yeah.
yeah.
In a way, natural bodybuilding is just so fucking easy,
Does
isn't
he
it?
just feel great? Oh yeah, just being peeled.
Yeah.
Like, you just sound like
If
Yeah,
he's,
maybe he actually doesn't ever just change. That's just him.
I'd
He is
love to
just the champ.
know, yeah, what is his blood panel like? Is he just always like this? His hormones are
yeah.
absolutely fine.
Mate, his testosterone's
Probably
probably like 40
absolutely
nanomole,
remarkable.
just sound.
It's probably
Yeah.
the best set of blood you've ever seen, and it's just
Yeah,
consistent
probably,
the
mate.
same as well.
Honestly.
Consistently good blood with a consistently good physique.
If here's a good question for you boys. If you could look like this year round, would you have ever gone assisted?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, you
yeah.
both said yes straight away.
He's not big enough for me.
Oh yeah, that's true. You boys aren't men's
I
physique
wouldn't. Yeah,
backgrounds.
I
No,
wouldn't.
I love men's physique. He's old school men's physique, not new school men's physique.
Yeah,
I like men's physique where there's a weight cap.
yeah, yeah.
Although
So
I'm
you
not like
still
big on
respect the
loads of
size.
gear, I do
Because I
like
because I
gear.
because I love that fucking round chest, wide as a house, tiny waist, aesthetic. Do you know what
So
I
you think
mean?
it depends on the bodybuilders that you often looked up to? Like every bodybuilder that I ever watched was on roids. So there's
Yeah.
absolutely
Okay.
no way that I weren't
Right.
going to do that in reality. Like,
I had this conversation with a guy called Tyvon, I think he is. He's a natural bodybuilder at the moment, but after this season, he's going assisted. And we were chatting, and I was just saying, like, put it this way, mate. Who did you look up to? Because I guaranteed none of them were natural.
Yeah. What did he say?
And he was like, no, mate, you're exactly right. You're exactly bang on. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, so I'm just like the constant, like, oh, you should reach your potential before this. You should do this
Oh yeah,
before this.
fuck.
And it's like, but our concept of bodybuilding has never been natural. Name the greatest natural bodybuilder that's ever lived. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
And it's not AJ Morris. So,
So who
um,
was his inspiration? Was it you, Josh?
yeah, well, I know I do try and stuff. Yeah, but it's just like in this generation, mate. It's Ronnie and it's Phil. It's Ronnie. It's Jay. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, well, you're probably more Phil in the younger years than anything else. But like, that's what people grew up watching. Do you know what I mean? Everyone knows what the Olympia is. Nobody knowed what the UK DFBA finals were. Nobody knows
No.
WNBF international shows. Do you know what I mean?
I
Like,
coached the clients come third in the Olympia in the pro show in Vegas in the naturals, and I think he won 250 quid
that's
That's
what I mean.
dollars.
mad.
Like
Yeah.
Jack Kingsley Clough won Classic, didn't he, at the Olympia Naturals? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Obviously, we all know Jack, but look at Jack now on a bit of gear.
mental.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah. True.
Like, so it's just like I love natural bodybuilding because I also think the natural bodybuilding is getting ridiculously good at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously the genetic elite are rising more so, and you see that more. And obviously you can bring a certain level of condition that you can't bring when you're assisted and things like this when you're on it. But I just think I just always want to be a bit bigger. Do you know what I mean? And have that. I want to have that anabolic pop in my delts. I want to have that anabolic pop and that fullness that you
for
just
me,
don't.
it's a lot about the training as well.
Yeah,
I want to be able to wreck myself.
yeah, and
Yeah.
recover better.
I think we always say the same thing as well. Like whenever we see a really good natty, we always say, "Oh, imagine what he'd look like on gear."
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's it's the because bodybuilding's about progress, isn't it? And it's about getting even more nutty. Well, at the end of the day, the freak show always brings in the most tickets at the Olympia. So it's like that's always been the foundation of bodybuilding is like looking like someone can't, doing something that some people can't. Do you know what I mean? Being a freak, people want to go, oh my God, like whether that's a good negative comment or something. If they go, oh my God, and they hate it, sweet, I don't give a fuck. But you've gone, oh my God. So it's just like I've achieved what I needed to do by being a shock factor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we do bodybuilding because we're not trying to fit in with the normal what everyone's doing, and we're not. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, man,
That's why we started it.
that is
We're
true.
doing like especially when we started it. Maybe not so more nowadays. John,
Bodybuilding was not cool when we started,
mate,
man.
wasn't remotely cool. It was just like a weirdo in the gym, and you were just like trying to find out what he was doing or something like
He's
this.
a
And
bit of a
it's
nerd.
like,
Most
yeah,
bodybuilders I know are nerds. I'm a nerd,
and it's just like
admittedly.
recluse. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like low personality. Just mean like kept themselves to themselves. Do you know what I mean? Were more fighting their own demons and stuff like that, or worked on their physique because they've been bullied all those years. Do you know what I mean? And that type of thing. Like,
It did used to be quite weird, actually. I remember my first ever season, like all my mates, whenever I posted a physique update, they're always like, gay, like that.
yeah,
But then, as soon as you look good, they always like message you privately anyway, like, oh,
yeah.
can I have some tips, sort of thing.
yeah,
But it was
I
back then,
get
it
it.
was considered really lame, wasn't it? Definitely.
It
yeah,
was when
very
I
much
first
so.
started. I did my first show. All my friends were like, "Why the hell would you do that?" Now all the
Yeah,
same people are like, "Oh, you've done so well."
yeah,
That's
exactly.
what like,
Maybe it's because we were younger and all our mates were like a bit immature. Maybe that's what it was as well.
and also as well, like I started at like what I think my first show was like 2021. Mate, that's the prime years of just getting out, getting spangled. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like back then when clubbing was still a big thing. It's not necessarily as big a thing nowadays. Do you know what I mean? Nightclubs and going out is not becoming less and less of a thing. But back then it was fucking still massive. So it's just like why are you getting ripped, mate, and dieting? We got drinks and Jaeger bombs to be having. Like we're at the rugby club on Saturday night. What are you doing? Like, of
yeah. And it's hard to turn that down when you were younger as
course
well.
it is. They're your main social years. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I don't regret it though. I'm glad I did
No.
it. I fucked my liver up either way because I just took loads of pro hormones.
I
So
just replaced one for another.
yeah, I didn't do
Um,
vodka and stuff like that, but pro hormones, yeah, smashed them in. Fucking hell. But anyway, back to bodybuilding. So the
mate,
classic
this
winner.
guy is so impressive. Like such a nice physique. He didn't do so well the other week, did he? At the I can't remember what show it was.
I can't
Uh,
remember what show it
I
was.
think it was the Two Bro show. I think it was the Two Bro show. He didn't place that great in the classic, but obviously done really well. And obviously, this was the
What
Scouts guy I was on
at the
about.
Wales one? PCA Wales?
Yes, yeah, I think it
Two
was that
Bros
one.
Bros. Oh, okay.
I think he could have got third, I think, or something,
Oh,
or second. But yeah, but obviously, as you can see, mate, the level of density on this guy's physique is ridiculous.
really good. Really good. Do you think he's it's a weird one, isn't it? Is he classic?
He's a bodybuilder for me, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I think the way I look at classic, and obviously Lewis isn't here at the moment, but you just know, you just know straight away. Like if you're questioning whether he's classic, he's not classic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Look,
Do you question any of the boys at the top level? You
I
don't.
saw this, guys. Do you want my opinion on this?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
on.
It's not classic.
Oh
it's
yeah, that's what we were
bodybuilding, isn't
just
it?
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it is a very nice, aesthetically shaped bodybuilder. I think there's a fine line there,
yes,
but
that's agreed.
I think when you go and stand next to a classic person, that's where you do see it. It's this whole what is classic. We don't really know, do we? And it's difficult to distinguish it because it can look different on different people.
Yeah.
But usually, when there is someone that is very quote unquote classic in a lineup, it does show it. In poses like that, where he is doing that and he's tensing down, classic guys don't hit it like that, and their waists don't sit like that. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I was
he
just
looks
saying.
amazing. And I mean, to be honest, he's got more muscle mass than me. I nearly thought about doing this show, so I'm probably pretty glad I didn't. But you know, I just don't think that's classic for me personally. That is.
No,
It,
he's just a really good bodybuilder. Like you
it
said, an
is
aesthetic bodybuilder.
But
it
what I
is
will
tough
say is,
though.
I'm always a fan of these kind of physiques in the bodybuilding lineups. They're my favourites. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do
so
like it.
yeah. Like
no,
Quint Beastwood on the weekend that just got
mate,
One of my
exactly.
favourites of all time. At me, I love that.
unreal
But also
shape.
as well, if you look at if also as well though, but if you look at all the top boys in the open, that's the way everything's going. They want small waist, they want a taper, they want mass, but they also want you to be aesthetic as fuck now. Do you know what I mean? Rather than
Yeah.
just a lump. So it's like that's where the IFBB, unfortunately, compared to PCA, especially the judging I've seen at PCA this year, which I actually very much agree with on the classic, because sometimes I've been a bit sort of, is that?
This weekend I did.
But this completely, and obviously we'll cover that in just a
Example.
sec. But it's like that's what they want to see. But the problem with the IFBB, when you give a weight cap and everyone's just filling it as getting as lean as they can and being as big as they can underneath that weight cap.
Yeah.
Okay, are you really classic though? Do you know what I mean? You're not posing classic. You have no flow about you. Do you know what I mean? Whatsoever. You're
Yeah.
just hitting your mandatories and your favorite classic pose the best you can. But there's nothing classic about you. Whereas PCA, because they put no weight cap on there, they give it for the interpretation of people, and that's why they do favor the more classic shape, even if they're less muscled or something along those lines.
That's what I was going to bring up because in the IFBB and NPC sometimes you do see guys get rewarded if they're just really fucking dense and they are peeled and they look like bodybuilder. They still get rewarded in the classic class.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Martin Winston had a guy last year that got to the Olympia in classic, and he was a good example. I thought I didn't think he was very classic at all. He was just very like fucking conditioned. Like he brought him in absolutely peeled, and he had really good density to him. But in terms of like a classic structure, I don't think he was classic at all. But he still won and went to the Olympia. So in that Fed, I feel like you can get away with it sometimes.
yeah.
And
And
Yes.
there's always going to be a ceiling. Like for example, he would have gone to the Olympia and been completely shown up that he's not remotely fucking classic. Do you know what I mean? Because at the top, you still see that top five, top 10 being classic as fuck. Like,
yeah, yeah. So they do get exposed. But should they do well in the first place then?
no. Well, talking on this conversation, actually, this would be quite a good topic, actually, because it's just happened today. Talking about Zara with obviously women's physique. Did you see all this?
Where did she place in the end?
Mate, fourth.
Fourth.
She didn't even
Really?
get compared in the center. She didn't get compared to anything. She just wiped the floor the last week in women's physique. One of the head judges told her she is women's physique to a fucking T. And then this time round, mate, she gets beaten by worst looking athletes with wide waists, like everything, and didn't even get in the mix of comparing.
We'll,
Yeah.
we'll cover that in a minute because there was a couple of UK lads that did men's physique at Toronto as well. So we'll cover that in a minute.
Yeah.
Let's finish Nabba. Was there anyone else? Oh, this guy.
Peakzilla.
Peak
He
Zilla,
took
yeah. He
a
looked way better.
Yeah, mate. I think this is the best we've seen him. Obviously with Christian, I believe he's been going for this title for a while because obviously he won his class one as well, and then obviously went on to then do the pro show and everything from that side of things, and then obviously eventually won the pro show as well. So he's finally got everything he want to do. But this guy, mate, if you ever watch any of his stuff and content, he's the most chill guy going ever, and he's just like, they're like, "Do you want to thank anyone?" He's like, "My coach, my family." Outside of that, nobody really cares.
Love that. I've never seen a more fitting Instagram name.
Yeah,
His peaks are
his
ridiculous.
peaks are fucking
I like his physique.
yeah, man.
Bodybuilder.
And it's been a return because I think he's been out for a good couple of years as well.
Oh,
So
nice, man. Good win for him then. Got
So
some
yeah,
prize money as well.
yeah, fucking
That
huge.
that's cool as well. If he's been going for the title for a while and he's got it now, so that's
Yeah,
cool to see.
but those arms, man, fuck me.
Madness.
Yeah.
Was there a figure that you wanted to cover?
I'm not really sure to be honest. Like I've been fucking traveling all day yesterday, so I haven't caught up. But
Okay.
train figure. That's a nice train figure. That is good level of
That
condition.
is a nice train figure.
Yeah, really good condition.
Really good condition. Good level of muscularity.
About
Good.
the bang on level of muscularity, yeah.
Yeah. I think she just needs to learn to engage her glutes in these posing at the same time,
Yeah.
and then that'll be bang on. But fair play. Nice.
Nice.
And so for slightly older competitors, I've got a couple myself. So when they transition as well, because
Yeah.
they do tend to hold a little bit more in their glutes, right? It can if you slower with your transitions
Yeah.
and then engage them correctly as you plant your foot, it completely changes how you
Yeah.
look
How
as you
you
do
look.
transition.
Yeah.
That's such a good tip.
Yeah. Agreed. And it's very much overlooked as well. Is the girl to the right in the orange? I think she won the toned or she won the athletic. That was athletic. That was it. Coached by Sky. Another nice, obviously, good representation of athletic. As you can see, obviously, not as ripped or as hard as obviously trained is. Really good level, and you can see where she's engaging her glutes there as well. So obviously,
Mm.
everything just popping and everything staying tight. But got some good sweepy quads on her. Some nice details through the back. Conditions probably pretty spot on. I would say maybe a little touch more in the legs, possibly, but obviously it's camera quality. But yeah, really nice look. Well done, Sky. So toned, as we know, once again, a little bit less condition, a little bit less muscularity, but very nice shape on her and perfect condition, I would say, for toned. Tight through the midsection, not overly hard or dry through the legs, but still you can see the details around her glutes. She could probably do with engaging her hamstrings a little bit more in that rear shot there. Put some really nice delts on her. So
Yeah,
well
get your tan
done.
a bit darker next time.
Yeah.
You're leaner. You look leaner. You are leaner than the tan showing. It's just a bit light.
And when she pops her back, she's got a good little lat spread going on there. And a good
I
tape.
like that. And from the front.
Yeah.
It is hard. I mean, we don't know how experienced this girl is, but if you are experienced with competing and the tanning team at the show don't do it dark enough, bloody ask them to do another layer. Like
Yeah.
you've paid them for the service, make sure that you are dark enough. Again, it is hard when you're on your own, but if you can see it when you're next to the other competitors, like because it's tan sits different on everyone, right? If I have one layer of tan compared to someone else, I always need more tan because I'm so pasty. So yeah, don't be afraid to ask for that because Protan's usually quite good, the Protan teams, but some of the other ones sometimes I
Yeah, it
don't
can
know.
be a bit hit and miss, can't they?
Yeah,
I did 4 coats this year.
4 coats. Yeah, but you did it yourself, didn't you? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took time.
So that's Nabba then. Do you want to do PCA next?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. I thought it was a good show. I mean,
Really good.
it's exciting from my point of view. I love the classic side.
You were there as well, weren't you, Matt?
I was there. I was there. I
Yeah.
got there just in time to watch the classic short class, and I was glad I made it.
Yeah. That was a very stacked class, that
We'll
was.
get to that. Let's go over what will be
There'll
first.
be first time of bodybuilding.
Second
I know
place,
it's junior.
first place,
There
Jed.
you go. Junior. Jed. Jed Payne. So Jed, obviously, now when I was looking at these videos, the difference between first and second place with Jed just had that little bit more density in everywhere through the chest, legs, arms, everything just popped a little bit more. The other guy maybe a touch leaner, possibly, but obviously the overall package of Jed in terms of structure, more density, more muscle, and obviously a very comparable condition just gave him the win on this one there. In terms of improvements, I mean, this is what we always say for every junior. It's just a case of just keep growing. Like, don't worry about anything too much at this stage. Do you know what I mean? Just keep slabbing it on. Do you know what I mean? As even split, because the reality is you shouldn't really have any blindingly out body parts. And if you do at this age, it's usually because they're more genetic so than anything.
What's next?
Can we just go back one place? My boy got second. That with the
This
big
one?
old quads. Yeah. We moved him to out of classic into novice bodybuilding. I brought him
He
in
looks
bigger.
well better, bro.
I brought him in bigger and fuller and
Tan.
tighter, and obviously the tan's loads better as well.
I was about to say
Um,
he looks tighter as well. What
It's
was his
yeah, it's
weight
mega.
difference?
so I literally pulled off. another 0.6 of a kilo.
Okay. Big
And then,
visual change there
but
from
then
that.
I filled him because obviously our last week was our first show together, and obviously our first time working together was this start of this prep. So I was obviously still sort of learning his body because he doesn't need much food. He's things. So I was just like playing with the level of fullness. So obviously this time around, carbs with meals leading into show, a little bit an extra carb meal on the pro fat day when I was drying him off, and a little bit more fluid as well, and a little bit more salt, and voila, and obviously better tan and stuff. So we've
Good job.
definitely found our where we're going to sit on this side of things. So obviously he was buzzing,
That
took
was a wicked
second
improvement.
out of fourth,
Even
just
just
lost
to
two.
see it in the video, the improvement, mate, fucking
Yeah,
class.
yeah.
Yeah.
So well happy, mate, and obviously he was buzzing. Which is obviously the biggest thing that why we love this sport. Do you know what I mean? When they're buzzing and they've had a great day, and like because he's placed like never placed in any show out. Obviously last week we got 3 out of 3, but obviously before that he's never played a PCA show that he's done himself. So to take second out of fourth, he was obviously ecstatic with it.
It's
Feedback was
nice
really
when you
good,
get rewarded, when like you come back with a better look as well, when you actually get
yeah.
rewarded for it too. So that's nice. So
And
well played
obviously
for both of
he
you.
lost to Brendan, who got first place. Brendan's competed a good few times, and as you can see straight away, just more size. He's
Yeah.
just thick. He's just thicker, bigger boy.
Similar through the quads, I'd say, but yeah,
Yeah.
upper body wise.
Oh yeah, Zhao's got fucking immense quads. I think that was the feedback on his things. They were like, "Your delts are good, mate. We want your delts to come up, but your delts are good, but your quads are even better." So we need you. So, but yeah, Brendan looked really good. Obviously in shape, bigger, thicker through the back. I'd like to see Brendan now start moving out of that novice category and start pushing himself into the open class a little bit more now. And obviously, I think he's fairly tall, so I think he might be bodybuilding tall.
Did we speak about this before? I may have asked this before. If you win novice, you can't do novice again, can you?
It's
You can in the
placing first top 3 at finals.
So he can do novice as long as he
He can
wants
do novice all day
until he
long
does
until he
that.
places top 3 at finals. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair
okay.
enough.
Well, that's the PCA rules anyway. When had a look into it from that side of things, it says at finals.
Yeah. Okay, fair
But
enough.
yeah, he's done well now, a good few shows. So I'd like to see him move up and test himself in the open class.
Right. I think it's the big one.
Yeah.
Classic
Yeah,
short.
man. So I was pretty happy with this because I'm not a posing coach. I don't like to advertise myself as that 'cause it's not my full-time job. I help a few lads that I know. I'm not teaching first timers. I'm helping people turn pro that are pretty good lads. You know, I might help someone like yourself, Matt, who wants to get that pro card. That's, I'm not a posing coach per se, but I helped the winner of it. So I was a little bit biased towards who I wanted to win, of course. And I was buzzing with it because I knew the lineup before the show. So I said to him, we were doing check-ins every morning for his posing before the show. I said to him in the morning of the show, it's going to be a tough show. I'm not going to tell you who's in it, but if you get your poses right, I think you'll win it.
Yeah.
And obviously Jamie DeRigo coaches him, brought him in absolutely fantastic. All credit to Jamie DeRigo because the physique is absolutely nothing to do with me. I did absolutely fuck all there. So need to make that clear, but Happy obviously won. And then we had from fourth place then, we'll go from fourth.
Colsey.
Colsey, listen, we had a little bit of a conversation about Colsey. We'll be honest about that, but all positive because we all agree that Colsey's got an absolutely fantastic physique, which we are all fans of. So it's nothing but positives to say. My opinion as a classic bodybuilder, I think that he is a bodybuilder, not classic.
Yeah, he got that on his feedback. I don't know if you saw it earlier today.
I did see his post today, which made me feel a hell of a lot better about speaking about it on the podcast because he posted it. And I get on with him. I speak to him. And I think he's a really nice lad. Like everything I've got to say about him is great. I did think he could be classic based off some of the Instagram shots because it's in a mirror, lighting, angles. But when I see him like this in a video, I can see what I can see. And I don't think that is classic.
Like what we just said about that guy previously at Nabba. This is an aesthetic potential bodybuilder, like a
100%.
really aesthetic potential bodybuilder. Like imagine if Colsey now goes and puts on another 5 to 10 kilo and he gets more on that quad sweep, he gets more through that back, he gets more on those arms. Like that's just going to look more impressive. Like, but I think
the thing is as well, he's grown a lot in the past like year, 2 years. So he has the potential to do that, and he's already right on the cap at classic. So
exactly.
it only makes sense to go in that direction. His body
I honestly
really
think
wants to
that he'd
grow.
see the same problem in the pro leagues. I think he'd end up growing a bit, not be quite big enough for where he'd want, and then need to be bigger anyway. Like I think he's always going to be at a disadvantage giving himself a weight cap.
Yeah.
And especially like with the classic class, what we sort of mentioned earlier, it's very much like you're either made for it or you're not. And it's quite clear when you stand up in a lineup whether you're made for it. And I think like at this point now, Colsey, obviously outside of some peaking issues, which obviously has been, which even Ross has held his hands up and things like that on posts, he's not getting rewarded. So, like, you've gone to internationals, you've gone to UK, obviously outside of PC, Two Bros Scotland, which obviously you got to take with a pinch of salt, it's regional at Two Bros. But pro
And
qualifiers,
I was his biggest competition, so it was an easy win,
yeah,
really.
that's what I mean. Um, and obviously you pushed him. You pushed him at that because obviously
You
your
did.
taper,
I think you really did, Matt. Yeah.
your taper and everything was that little bit better. Do you know what I mean? From that side of things. So it's like, whereas the results aren't coming. So it's all you're gonna at some point you've got to start waking up and going, the judges don't like it. The judges at every federation don't like it for that category. But you put another 10 kilos on that boy in the next 2 years and he goes and does an open class, mate, then people are going, fuck me. Do you know what I mean?
I
Like,
can understand why someone like Colsey would do a classic season in this shape. Like, it is that fine margin and fine line of you've got to do a season sometimes and find out. Like,
yeah.
I don't think what him and Ross has done is necessarily wrong. I think that it'll benefit them both massively. I think everybody needs that. I did a men's physique season my last year and I think I came dead last in the show that I did. Absolutely dead last in a lineup of about 13. And
Was that a PCA show or
it was a UK BFF show.
was it? Okay.
They were actually the thing to do back then, by the way. It wasn't like I was rocking.
That was
up
when they
to,
still
like,
had the pro card route.
Yeah. And that was what actually made me have the best off season, make the best decisions for my bodybuilding career ever. So, like, I needed to have that season where I was on the mark. I wasn't good enough to do classic when I lost still, but I went off and did it. And I think that's similar to where I see Colsey at for myself.
Yeah, yeah, and he's quite young as well. So not only
That's
does
what
he
I
grow
mean.
really, really well, and he's making massive improvements, he's also young, so he's got time on his side as well.
And, you know, you guys know yourself, as you actually develop and mature and get older as a bloke, you can actually end up looking in different categories as you get denser, as you naturally get older, as you know. So I just think when he goes into bodybuilding, he'll see it for himself. Maybe go do a bodybuilding short show just to make himself feel better about his decision. I think he'd get success there. I think he'd get a win and he'd prove it to himself. I think it'd be hard to beat in bodybuilding short.
Yeah.
Is he short?
No, it'd be medium, wouldn't it?
Medium. Still, even still, I think he would be because of his shape.
Yeah, agreed.
So nice.
I think it'd be a good idea. Similar to what I did, right? So I finished my men's physique and then jumped in a classic show like 3 weeks later or whatever, just to see if I enjoyed it, see how I got on. So it might be a good idea. If he peaked well as well, I think that's going to be also the key.
It's hard, isn't it, when you've been in prep so long?
Yeah,
And
that's true.
also obviously it's not necessarily too much of an issue when you're trying to peak for a PCA show because obviously there's no weight cap or anything in that sense. But obviously, just removing that element of a weight cap completely, do you know what I mean? From that side of things, takes the pressure off a peak, do you know what I mean? Especially, do you know what I mean? He can come in more relaxed, he can feed into the show, he can do something a little bit different, do you know what I mean? From that side of things.
I think the whole Instagram thing probably doesn't do people favors. I'm not saying about Colsey in general, but like people that get massive hypes, I think sometimes it can actually affect how they're looking on stage from everyone hyping them up all the time.
Big time.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, don't tell them they're going to win. Don't tell them they're going to get pro cards. Don't tell them it's going to be lights out and all this. Just say, you look really good, mate, if you're going to say something. You know, that can help with the pressure of it. And that can help massively with you peaking as a coach.
Yeah. I was actually having that conversation with Fildo at backstage at Scotland because he used to get a lot of pressure from people. And I said to him, like, try and use it as fuel. Like, obviously, a lot of people just love how you look and people really want to just support you. But the people that do that also need to think about the words that they use because, the worst thing you can do to a competitor before they get on stage is go bring home that gold trophy or something like that. Like, that's not what people want to hear because it's not.
Go enjoy yourself, do your absolute best, smash it.
Go do what you need to do and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, that's the best encouragement you could give to a competitor.
Yeah. But yeah, like we say, nothing, just a possible new door.
All positives for Colsey. We actually are big fans. We just think these news.
And well, it's like on the girls' podcast. Obviously, they said it about Dr. Wilkes not being wellness, need to move to bikini, and she went and fucking smashed it. So
yeah. So there we go.
So,
nearly turned pro, didn't she?
And I think this shows it because when we look at Mikey here, very, very, very impressive physique. Incredibly impressive physique. But actually, admittedly, he has a lot less muscle mass than Colsey. He's just beautifully shaped, incredible condition, displays himself fantastic. His structure's amazing. This is classic physique.
I was obviously at the show watching it right at the front, and Colsey was significantly bigger than the other guys.
Yeah.
You could see it
I saw
quite
on
easily.
someone's story, like in the crowd shot of like the whole first call out, and you could see how much bigger Colsey was. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
But
yeah.
yeah, I was very impressed with Mikey. One of Tim's guys, again from Tim. We've
I
said it
will
every
say
podcast
though,
so far.
I also still think Mikey's a future bodybuilder as well.
Do you? I think at the moment he's perfect for classic. I think in his shots, the way that his
The way he
X frame
the
is.
way he grows, considering right, he turned from being natural to assisted this
I
year, and
saw that
he's
on Tim's post.
blown the fuck up.
Wow,
Really good transformation from both of those.
wow.
Like, so like give that
You
man
see that?
another 12 months of an off season,
I've
mate.
not seen it.
Go on
He
Tim
won't
there.
give
Click
in.
on Tim and just show what him and Tim have done. It was really impressive.
How far down is it? Is it that one there?
It was a picture. Was it that one
Yeah,
that he put on the comparison? He
yeah,
put a
they had a
post on, didn't he?
comparison. Yeah.
I'm sure he put a comparison on.
I saw one as well, but I can't remember
But I
whether it
don't
was
know
that one
where
on
he
the
did. Oh, that's a shame.
story or not.
Well,
Okay.
anyway, it was fantastic. Well done to Tim
Yeah.
anyway, because what Tim did with him was really, really good. Yeah.
Cool. Well,
Tim's smashing it at the minute, by the way.
it goes to show that the standard of that class was really, really high because he did look very good.
But
He got third.
Mikey is a prime example of what, you know, when we say, oh, he looks good, but if he took gear, he'd look even better. That was
Yeah.
Mikey at naturals, and then that is now Mikey with basically like 6 months worth of
So
assistance.
I've seen this guy before, Luke. I saw him last
Junior
year.
champion, he's junior PCA champion.
Junior. He competed and beat George's brother.
In my opinion, it was actually quite close between second and first, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think potentially maybe it's just condition. He's slightly leaner.
I think he needs more doubt.
But I actually personally prefer second just through the lower. I think he's a little bit stronger, which makes a big difference, I think, in classic. But I've seen Luke before, and this is the best I've seen him. He's improved massively since being a junior, and he always said he wants to do classic. So it's good to see him do well in that. And his glutes, look at that.
Yeah,
But he was very,
Freaky
very good.
glutes, which I think is something that makes a big difference in shows like PCA.
I was wondering all year what show he was doing. I thought he was going to do the universe.
Very, very good
He's been in
second for
prep
Luke.
for ages, and obviously stepped up from juniors to obviously doing now this, and mate, he's got a really nice flow of everything.
I think that's an amazing placing for him in his first classic show.
Yeah,
Bearing in mind as well that the chap that took first also won the whole show as well.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
that is
And so he's a seasoned classic competitor, like
So,
NPC
This
pro
was fantastic.
qualifiers.
He wanted to do the famous new pose we all love for his
yeah, I
standing
noticed
pose.
that. Yeah, I noticed that.
So he did, which was nice. The thing is, what we was having, I'm going to share what we actually did with him because it might be interesting for people to see. I've seen him on stage a few times and I've spoke to him about this. I believe he was losing himself placings by trying to make himself too classic. Does anyone know what I mean by that?
Yeah, trying to get into too many shapes. And
You know, when you see
contort
people
himself.
do it and you think, just don't do that and you'd look better. That's
Yeah,
all I did. He's got an X frame. So in his actual mandatories, I stopped him trying to push all of his hips out. He's a bit of a dancer. Do you know, like he's got that more
Yeah,
he wants to put on
performing
a show.
side to him. Yeah, which often I think affects people in their mandatories. So I taught him to first in the pose, hold it hard, first out, last out the pose, and I told him exactly what to hit and just to stand square on more rather than trying to make himself look like he's got a smaller waist when he's got a tiny waist anyway.
Yeah.
And he was struggling to contract on his abs. He's got amazing abs, but he just don't put that much effort into posing them most of the time. So he was losing placings. So dead easy tweaks. Best he's ever looked on stage.
I would
Very, very
definitely
good
say
win.
it's the best. He looked better than he did at the pro qualifier.
I was about to say,
I
he did the pro qualifier. Do you know what? How did he get on there? I can't remember.
He won his class in the short classic.
He
class.
always wins his class, mate.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think with this look at a pro qualifier, I don't
I think
know
he
if
could
he's
get a
doing it
pro.
on the
I
show.
think he could get a pro card.
I think he is pro worthy. Me and Jamie Dorigo spoke about it yesterday. We both said I think he's pro worthy. We want him to go again.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
But the thing, he needs to be doing it abroad, not at a Two Bros fucking pro qualifier. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but you know what? I think respect to this, right? I don't think anyone else in that lineup would have done what he's done. He's got a coach, but he's also gone out and gone, right, how can I make sure every single other thing is the best it can be? I want someone to nitpick every part of my posing. Nobody's doing that.
No.
So he deserves this win because he's gone off and took that extra
He wants to be
effort.
humbled and get better.
Yeah. He wanted to be torn apart, which I think if you're doing that to yourself, you're going to get the reward for it.
And if you want to be a pro, that's what you should be doing. You should be self-analyzing and self-reflecting a lot.
And if you have the ability to learn from someone that has won the pro shows like you have, Lewis, like it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? But you're right, not a lot of people would do that.
He actually would do the opposite to what I'd have told Colsey to do. I'd have changed all of Colsey's shots and not had him start front on at all, because I wouldn't have wanted him to see the waist match the upper too much. I'd have wanted to change the angles. Yeah. But with him, I did the complete opposite because he's structured.
If you don't need to, you don't need to. I just sent you the post, by the way, Matt, in your DMs of Mikey's 1 year transformation.
Oh, really? Okay. 2 secs. Let me bring that up. Oh, wow. 1 year apart. 6 down both. So 13 kilos of muscle added in 1 year.
Yeah.
And then naturals are fighting to add 1 pound.
Yeah. Like go on the back shot. Like go through the shots. Like look how much thicker he is from the back, man.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, no one's going to say now, are they? Oh, you should have reached your natural potential. Do you know what I mean? Him and Tim,
how many years would he have wasted trying to do that? You know.
Sound kid as well, real sound kid. But like, and I think he's used fuck all with that as well, like a couple hundred mega test type vibe. Like.
Look how much he's closed these gaps here.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, fair play. That's really, really impressive.
So yeah,
really, really impressive. Right, back to it. Right, okay. So that was classic short, classic tool. Let's go back to
classic tool.
I don't know how to get off my messages here.
Press the cross in the top right hand corner.
I can't
minimize it again in top right hand corner.
Our faces are in the way on my side.
Oh, is that? Oh, I'm like going, what are you doing? And then obviously not realizing what it looks like your end.
There we go.
Yeah, there you
go. Okay, cool. Right.
You're on the page.
Back to it. So we got classic tool next.
Yeah.
I think there was only like 5 guys in classic tool.
It wasn't obviously a stack further down, a little bit further down. Because that's masters, it's below masters. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, so this guy came 3rd, I believe. Yeah, 3rd place. Yeah. Cool. Go, take it away, Lewis.
So Matthew, 3rd place. Good physique. I think for me, could have been a little bit sharper. Just a touch sharper, especially through the lower. I think he would have looked a lot better if he was a tiny bit. I think his shape through his upper and his midsection is quite nice. He's got very, very good sort of shape through his delts. His abs are a little bit different, which I like. I like to see something that looks quite blocky and different. Needs a bit of work on his back. I think if he smashes his back a little bit and brings up the lats, it'll change the front shot massively. Lower and back for me. But good physique, good condition, very good condition. Just could be a fraction more for me. And I think he posed well, very well.
Being there in person, he was massive. He was really, really big. And again, he kind of looked more like a bodybuilder than classic.
I was gonna say, like, the way I look at his physique straight away, I go, you just need
it's hard for me because I'm looking at it from a perspective of thinking, right, well, if you just worked on your lower and your back, could that now be more classic? Potentially.
Compared to the next 2 guys, like when they're next to each other, it's hard to say when you're seeing them on his own, but when they're next to each other, they really get revealed for it. So yeah, I mean, this guy came 2nd, and again, it was quite.
So we were speaking about him, was we not, the other week, last podcast, but it cut off.
Oh, well,
yes, he was on Bristol.
Because he was messaging me about our feedback, and he asked me, and I'll share what he asked me because he's a really nice guy, actually, Zach. He asked me for some more feedback and whether or not I think he could turn pro.
Okay.
And I think this show kind of proved it. I said I think he needs to be a bit bigger. We spoke about his adductors. Do you remember?
Yeah.
If he blew up the adductors and stuff like that, it was that guy. Really good condition.
Because as soon as he hits a lat spread, it's like his back just comes from nowhere.
Yeah, we spoke like look at his quads popping there, but adductors and hams just need to be a bit more.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think he could easily one day have the potential to be a pro. It's just
I
he
said
just
that
needs to
to him,
fill the frame.
but he wants to keep going this year to do it this year. And my honest opinion for him
Save the
is
money.
go do a big off season.
Yeah.
Because I think you could do it with your aesthetics, with your condition that you get. You've got a lovely midsection and quite a unique shape to you. I think
Because
you just
also
need to smash your back and lower again.
Because also as well, if you're going to think as well, if he wants to turn pro this year, where are you turning pro, mate? Okay, so you're only turning pro in recent months at the Wales show, so you're going to have to win the whole entire show to get that fucking pro card.
10 weeks time.
Yeah, and that's
And
another 10
obviously, he
weeks.
didn't win this show, which I think will. I gave him my honest feedback and said, you probably won't win it. And I don't think you can this year. But hopefully now he'll take that on board and he'll see from the placing. Great placing, but exactly
I
what I
think
think
if
needs to
he
improve.
went and just slapped on as much fucking size as possible, he's going to stay classic because of his taper and stuff like this. But he's only just going to look more impressive.
He will, 100%.
If
I
he
think he's better last week as well.
if he nailed his posing, it could have been close between him and first this week. Because he did have phenomenal quad detail and his delts just give him such a nice structure. But every time he hit any front shot, his legs were so far apart. So that coupled with the fact he's got no adductors, it lost him the poses time and time again. So if he didn't do that, it would have been closer.
We did feed him that back last week.
Yeah.
Right.
Technical
But we didn't post the podcast, so we didn't get it. Oh, we'd have got you a win.
But yeah, this guy was very good. Very good.
I've never seen this guy before, but I really liked his physique. I thought he was great.
He's just got more density to his physique.
And I thought his posing was lovely because he moves well, but he holds them well as well, which I like to see that.
Yeah, he's very deliberate with his posing. And
that's the word, great.
Yeah, it came across really well on stage, actually.
Being slow and deliberate with
that's the difference, right? I'm not saying you can't flow between the poses, nice, but it's when the movements connect constantly and there's no break.
Yeah,
all of that's flowing nicely.
Yeah,
I mean, I actually think he could be a little bit leaner.
Yeah, I agree.
Which I think would make a big difference because then he could be a bit fuller. So he's got improvements he can make for if he's going for these bigger shows, which I think is good. But overall, absolutely incredible look. I was a big fan of his look, actually. I really liked him.
Yeah, same. In person, same thing.
Just the whole display of it for me was really good. I thought he was great.
Yeah. Right. Masters.
Oh boy. Yeah, Masters 40, Sean. I really like quads.
Yeah, he was very good. He was very dense.
When I was looking through all the bodybuilders, like when I was recapping over the weekend, trying to keep on top of everything, it was his physique impressed me out of quite a lot.
He's mad.
There was no bodybuilders that really blew me away that I was like,
Josh, do you think he could have been close, or Matt, do you think he could have been close to winning an overall? I like Masters 40 plus. Think about the overall criteria.
I knew Jose was winning. I knew Jose was winning that overall as soon as he fucking won that position.
I did, but I'm just kind of giving a bit of like a, you know, it'd be nice to see a Masters one day in that category win it for being.
This guy should go and do an open class.
Do you think, or do you think he should just turn pro in the Masters? Because I think he'd do really well.
Well, to be fair, actually, that's the point, actually, because obviously PCA give you a full run into a pro rank. So
and you've got the ranks in the Masters, which I think he could jump into as well.
I agree. And if you put him back at the universe looking like that, he would have been competitive in the pro lineup.
100%, mate. 100%.
Who won the pro card at universe in that class?
I can't remember I think he was one of the foreign dudes.
We've done a lot of reviews since then.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. No, he was very impressive in real life. Like, he just looked absolutely massive. The density in his physique, he did win this class quite easily. This guy I actually quite liked, though, because it reminded me of like really old school 70s classic. Like, I don't know who it reminded me of specifically, but when he did his mandatory shots, you could tell he's a fan of old school bodybuilding, you know, from the classic era. Just doesn't have the same sort of size and stuff, but
just a lot lower, isn't it?
Yeah. But how he hits shots
can be hard.
Cool.
And that's why I always find it impressive when I see Masters guys with huge legs, because obviously being able to keep that size on your legs, do you know what I mean, and progressing them is obviously one of the more difficult areas as you get older.
Yeah.
When your knees want to be fucking like glass.
Mine are like that now.
Yeah, mate, I've had 2 ACL reconstructions, so I'm fully on the way.
Graham.
Right, 50 plus.
Yeah, Graham. I mean, obviously, I, like I say about everything that and I see at the 50s plus, I'm always just so fucking impressed with it. I fucking love it because like the fact you're still loving it, being passionate, you've been able to bring that level of condition, still hold that level of muscularity. Because let's be honest, he's over 50. Like he's probably more touching closer to 60 than he probably is 50. Let's face it. And like you can look at the glute density that he's got in that fucking side shot. Like, so you can see he's still holding a good level of muscularity. He's obviously peeled. Like, obviously, can he be leaner? Of course, he could probably be a little bit leaner in that lower half. But I think that comes more from having more muscle in that lower half than it does anything else. But to be able to still represent the sport and do that at that age, mate. Like, have we seen more impressive 50-year-olds? Of course we have. But for a regional, like this level of standard, it's class.
Yeah, really, really good. You can say, yeah, you don't get to that level of condition without fucking working your bollocks off. And to
No.
have that determination and motivation to do it at this age, I think is very, very cool.
Yeah. And we're saying about knees like glass. I bet he felt every one of those fucking cardio sessions and felt every one of those fucking steps. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Every one of those floor poses that he does.
yeah.
That would hurt me doing that. Right.
I
Oh,
don't think
this,
there was a bodybuilding short.
there wasn't.
Or was there bodybuilding? No, it was just one, wasn't it? Everyone was just one in every class, wasn't it? Or outside at all.
Wow, okay.
Um, a very good this is obviously what we talk about with the bodybuilding short. Like, if we had that height class a little bit higher, could we start seeing that short class looking a little bit more stacked and a little bit more competitive? But for a bodybuilding short dude right now, obviously, like decent. Like he probably obviously looked a little bit more classic than some of the classic short dudes at the same time. He just needs more muscularity. He's got a really good set of sweepy quads on him. He just needs to build his upper to match his lower, really, and be a bit more balanced and a bit more.
He's on his way.
Yeah.
On his way. Yeah. Medium.
This dude looks impressive. It's just condition.
Yeah.
Yeah, get him peeled.
Like if he's peeled, like that's going to be impressive.
Who coaches him?
Ben Allen there. Ben Allen.
Yeah.
A little bit more peeled.
Yeah. Just zero carbs. Zero carbs.
Lots of cardio.
Mate, it's what gets the black guys in, mate. It's what gets the black guys in.
Bikini girl diet, basically.
Yeah. And it'll sound like shit, but I'll tell you what, mate, you'll fucking look way better.
Yeah.
Because that peeled where all the obliques are shredded, he's got deep lines in his quads, how bubbly his quads are, how much muscle he's holding. Like, don't get me wrong.
No matter how hard you push him, he'll never flatten off.
No, like you never need to worry about him flattening off. Like it's just not going to happen. So to be obviously improving for the rest of the season, depending on what their plans are, just get him fucking peeled. Just keep pushing for the condition because he's only going to get better.
Yeah. Tall class. This is the one from. I suppose.
Yeah, just two of them in the tall.
Yeah, this guy took the win.
Toby, I thought this was a really, really nice tall bodybuilding look. As we often know, filling up a bigger frame can be more difficult, but he's got some good hella quads on him. He's got a really nice taper. He's got a good lat spread.
Oh, it's Jake's client. Yeah, Jake's client.
Yeah,
that was it.
He's really quite tall as well. He's well above 6 foot, I think.
And do you know what I mean? Filling that frame at 6 foot, and obviously it takes time. So to have that sort of level of muscularity already, he's obviously peeled. Jake's obviously, I mean, Jake doesn't bring anyone else not in shape at the end of the day.
Jake's the man, bro. I love Jake.
So yeah, really, what he just needs more is through the hamstrings, that lower half. Like he's got a good set of back on him through that rear lat spread and that rear back double and rear relaxed. And obviously with his quads being like that, I think he just needs more thickness through the hamstrings because he's also got a good set of glutes on him as well.
I think if he changed his poses a bit as well, he'd look way better.
Yeah.
Just from my
I think he's a bit nervous. I think he's a bit nervous on stage, a bit shaky and stuff. I'm sure if he does more shows, he'll settle into the poses a bit better.
Like, love that front lat spread.
Do you know when you're nervous on stage? The best advice I could give someone is if you're nervous on stage, the best advice I say is just take a second and just actually, in the middle of that moment, just think, just going to take a second and then do it. Yeah. Just take that one little second and breath and watch what happens when you do. Yeah. Rather than just going in and not having any kind of right.
Yeah. And then be deliberate again.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Deliberate.
There is.
Walk out onto stage, take it all in for a second, have a breath, and then get into it.
No, you're not gonna miss anything. They're not gonna rush
No.
you off. Just stand there, right, cool, and then go and you're a little bit more composed. You've
And
not just gone into the headlights.
that's where I think also as well, start getting them to start your posing music when you step on stage is also when you're already on stage is the better thing, because you do naturally get that 1 to 2 seconds
Problem
walking
there,
out.
Josh, is you can't do any spins.
This is true. You can't.
Remember that.
Lewis loves
But if
his.
I did that, I'd fall on my face. So
Yeah, fair play to Toby. That was a good win. He gave me Jack Reacher vibes. You ever watch Jack Reacher?
Yeah.
The face, look at it.
I saw that viral
fucking
video
what's
of
his
him
face?
beating some guy up the other week outside.
Mate,
Oh,
love Jack
I haven't
Reacher.
seen that one. Jack Reacher's the man, though.
Yeah. Alan,
Um,
whatever his name is, or whatever.
cool. Figure?
Figure was good. The tone figure girl was fucking amazing.
She was
I've
very,
never
very
seen her
good.
before until now. She's coached with Dan at Precision and Cassia. To be honest, I wish you'd got ready earlier, and I wish you went to the universe, because you probably would have
Josh,
been in the mix of winning it.
I'll admit, obviously, I'm nowhere near as advanced in figure as you. What specifically is so good about this
It's
compared
her
Yeah,
to
the
structure.
muscle.
It's her
Muscle she has as
structure and
well.
muscle in the right places.
just
Like,
how it looks?
yeah,
Yeah,
she's got a good level of glute density, good sweepy quads. She's got a tiny waist. She's got great delts that just accentuate that width up top down to her waist. She's got a great level of condition for tones. She just flows from top to bottom. Like,
She's pretty much the perfect toned figure
condition wise.
competitor
yeah,
from condition, but also muscularity and also shape.
Okay,
In,
cool.
in my opinion, like when she walked out, because I had a client in this class at Ilya, it was her first ever show. I don't know if she's got it there. And you could see the difference, like in terms of muscularity. And that's what I said to Ilya afterwards. Like, you just need more lats, you just need more quads, and just density in the right places. And I
I
think
can see
that
that.
girl can
I
go
can see
far.
that Cassia, if she carries on adding size, that look is going to be, well, one, you do very well eventually in athletic figure regardless, but to be honest, you could that's a future IFBB figure pro, that is.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
And she
Nice.
won the overall. This was Haley, Josh McHale's client, CGM Gyal. And her best look to date. She's been going all season. She did Universe and everything, this side of things. So I think this was maybe their last show.
It was a good class. I think there was like 7 of them in this class, so it was a
Yeah.
good tone figure lineup.
Haley just needs more
Nice.
muscle, just more muscle. Also as well, muscle at the midsection. So just start working your core and start building that up. And then just obviously keep adding size. But yeah, she's been looking great. I really like her routines and stuff. She always presents well.
Yeah. Right, on to men's physique. So, my guy took the Masters win. I don't think that. Oh, yeah, actually, sorry, on to juniors. There was only one junior, which is a bit boring when you're on your own on stage, but he looked great. I mean, he would have won a lot of the junior lineups that had happened this year. Um, just for his age, the presentation, the confidence that he had on stage, the amount of maturity he has to his physique for a junior, I think is good as well for PCA. Some of the shots in the routine, I personally wouldn't do for men's physique. And also, there is some pose and things that he could clean up on. But like I said, even if he was against other juniors, I think he would have done really, really well. So it's just a shame he didn't get to test himself. But he got a test in the overall, that's for sure, because it was a good overall winner. But yeah, he looked great. So well done, Mason.
Just a bit more on condition, mate, and that physique will get even better.
Yeah, a little bit more condition, better posing. But like I said, for a junior, that's a good amount of muscle, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nice symmetrical abs.
Yeah. So on to Masters then. This guy, I think this is Jake's client as well, actually. So he got second.
Yeah.
Wicked abs. Probably
Yeah.
some of the best abs I've seen when he hit his shots properly. It was so good. They just really, really stood out. Look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sick. 8-pack.
And the obliques that he had as well, it just framed the abs nicely. This is where he lost the show to
Yeah,
my
through
guy.
the back.
His back shots. And yes, he needs more size back there, but he also didn't open up. Like, especially in the comparison rounds, he was just pinched back the whole time.
And just then as well, he was putting his elbows in rather than driving them through.
Yeah. And even in the front pose, I don't know if you could see it then, like when he hit his hand on hip, his lat was retracted. So it just
Yeah,
took away from his overall taper. So he could be very good if he sorted out the posing and just works on his back a little bit more. Because that midsection, midsection sometimes is genetic. It is just how your muscles are inserted and also the level
yeah,
of detail that you can get. And he's got that.
yeah.
So yeah, he just needs to
And,
work on his
and
back.
just always remember when you're in these types of classes, like especially men's physique, unless your physique is standout ridiculous, your posing is what's going to possibly like flit you between places on how you're opening up. Like
Yeah.
what Matt just said then, he's not showing his lats properly. He's not showing this. So like, could he have looked there? Absolutely. Do you know what I mean? Could that comparison have been a little bit more? Possibly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It could have gone either way between him and Sean, to be honest. And if he fixed
Let's
his
have a
back
look at
shot,
your client.
it would have
Let's see
been it
what.
would have been closer. Sean won on size. He's a big boy.
Yeah, I can see that already.
He's nearly 100 kilos on stage. He needs to be sharper, but
Yeah.
he's one of these guys that he has to push so fucking hard. He was eating less than my figure girl that was on stage, way less
Yeah.
throughout
Well,
the prep. So yeah, nearly 100 kilo guy, and he's on a bikini girl diet. But we're going to keep
Mate,
pushing for more conditioning.
shows, doesn't it?
Yeah, but he
got to
did
do what
really
you got to
well.
do.
This is his first ever PCA win, so I was very, very happy for him.
But that's also another point to take home with everyone. It's like, remember, you will just need to do what you need to do to get to the level you need to get to. It's not a comparison on who dieted on more and who dieted on less. If you've got to suffer more, shit, that's all you got to do. You got to suffer more. Do you know what I mean? But that makes that win way more tastier.
Yeah, yeah. He's got a wicked mindset for it as well. Straight
Yeah,
after the show, I set him the game plan. He was like, "Yeah, bring it on," because I am going to put him in an NPC two bro show just
yeah,
because he's always wanted to do it. We'll see how he gets on. With more condition, he's got size, so we'll see how.
yeah.
I think with more condition, he could look incredible, mate.
Yeah, yeah. Right. So on to short next. I wanted to give Rio a shout out. So Rio's been doing quite a few shows, and he really wanted to get a win because he's come second
We've
so many
spoken about
times.
Rio
Yeah,
before,
we
haven't we?
spoke about the last week on the technical difficulties
Yeah.
podcast.
Same. We said the same thing.
Yeah,
Funnily enough, and he didn't get the win again. Bless him.
No, I spoke to him afterwards. He was okay about it, like not getting the win here because the winner, he was very fucking good. But yeah, Rio just needs more size. I
Why
said
don't
to
he
him,
just go do that off season? Because he is men's physique and he is a great competitor. He just needs a bit of work.
I
yeah,
don't think he looked sharper than he did last week either.
I
I
agree.
don't think he does, and I think he's got still for me a little bit to go.
I don't, I don't know because I've seen on his Instagram posts sometimes I mean, it's hard because it's Instagram, right? But he
Yeah,
does sometimes look leaner on his Instagram posts. So I don't know if there is a slight peaking issue as well that could potentially be contributing because
I'm
when he was
basing it
in
off
some of
his
his
lower
shots.
back.
It looked like he was holding water because he was doing his ab pose and he was shaking a bit. And it was like there was a little bit of wobbling there on the
Yeah,
abs, which you never want to have as a men's physique competitor. And it didn't look like it was fat to me. So I don't know if he was holding water as well. I think he could be, like you said, he could be very good. He's got the structure. He just needs loads more size and then come in peeled.
yeah,
Mainly through the chest and the back, I would say.
yeah. Thickening that up.
I love his
Like
posing
his,
though.
yeah, it's like his back's not bad at all, like I said. But yeah, just filling that chest, I think, will balance it way more as well.
His back's got the shape, comes into
Yeah,
that tiny waist. He just needs to be wider and denser
yeah.
there. Like, but the shape's there. So second place was good as well. He just got a bit unlucky. He came against the first place winner today because that's a nice look.
That's a nice look. That is, yeah, straight away.
You can just see the difference. Look how dry he is.
Yeah,
Obviously, that comes from condition as
straight
well.
away. It's just pulling against the pull. You see the skin pull as he poses. Now
Yeah.
that's a really nice taper from the back as well.
Yes.
I'm always impressed with anyone that dares to wear white shorts.
Yeah, it's a risky one. Even putting them on backstage, you can easily
Yeah,
pick it up.
How do you do that?
Yeah, because shorts aren't easy to put on if you've got like any
no,
muscle on your
He's
legs at
got
all.
quads.
that's what I mean. You're squeezing into him regardless if you've got some legs.
Yeah. Yeah, so he was good. And then the first place winner, who also won the
Christian's
overall.
dude.
Yeah, Lewis James. Very
He
good. He made some good improvements from last year because he did PSA Wales, I think, last year, and he's made great improvements since
did he
then.
do? Did he do the two bro show last week?
Did he? I'm not too sure.
Was it two bros? I've seen him on stage in the last 2 weeks.
It makes sense because it was in Wales, wasn't it, Two Bros? I think
Yeah,
he's from Wales, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I met him in Christian at JP's gym one actually when he was actually just about to start prep, and
Right.
he was a big dude then in the off season.
Yeah, he's added more size this year compared to last year. The condition they did really, really well. He looked full as well. To be honest, as soon as he walked out, I was like, yeah, he's going to take the overall today. You could just tell. So yeah, awesome work to those two guys. Tool class. I'll be honest, I left after the short, so I didn't actually watch this one in person. Let's get on to the winner. Dan Canning. Good midsection. I can tell straight away when he switched on. That's a good look as well.
Yeah, it was NPC that he was on last week.
Okay. Where did he place?
I think he was in first call out, but
Okay. Yeah, good bit of size to this guy. Very good bit of size. Wicked
Good
midsection.
abs, really good
yeah,
abs.
Yeah, really nice.
you just need to get that horrendous gyno sorted on your left tip.
Yeah. Elephant in the room. It does need to be sorted. You'd probably get away with it a little bit in an NPC show, keeping the arm down and being careful with your transitions, but that is just going to expose it.
Yeah, start saving up, mate. Get it cut out,
Yes.
and don't get one of them cut out. Get them both done.
Yeah, getting both done. Go to a good clinic. Don't go to a
Yeah,
shit one.
it's like
Cool. Is that it?
that's it, mate. That's it. Yeah.
Awesome.
We
Right.
just got to go. Just talk about Sarah quickly.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Toronto. Yeah.
Just show
So
her. We spoke about it. We'll just show her.
Cal put a story up actually, just about an hour or so. Well, probably a couple of hours ago now, actually.
okay.
I feel like anyone from the UK that's doing seriously well needs a bit of a mention, don't they?
That past story just then.
Look at Luke's there even.
Yeah,
I can't see. Yeah, I
and
can't
it
see
was just
much of
saying
it.
like fourth place finish at Toronto, not moved into centre in prejudging or finals, no comparisons. We'll get the feedback this week from who that need to speak to and my map out ahead. Because also as well, it was last week she got told she was the epitome of women's physique from like the head coach or something like this. And I don't think she is women's bodybuilding. That's the argument of basically why she didn't supposedly place in this show. Um, because
Well,
she was
so
bigger.
she's had that feedback, has she?
I think that's the argument in terms of what's being said in that because she made them all look a bit shit in all honesty.
Right.
Um,
That's got to be hard, isn't it? If you're the clear like winner in terms of how you look, and then you're just not placing.
especially if you actually have a look at the fucking lineup, who she came like second and who came second and third place as well. Like, look at you see that girl to the right of her there.
Yeah,
She came second, and that girl on the other side came third.
it's mad, isn't it?
It's fucking mad.
That's the sport sometimes.
Like, look at her from the back, man. It's fucking lights out.
Yeah, that's annoying. Because again, we spoke about it earlier. How
And
much money would
that
she have
woman in
spent
the
to go there to get that
that woman in the pink right there, it was the one that won. So on the far right. So she had a taper and everything. It was nice, but like none of them were on Zara's level, man. None of them. And
Yeah.
to say that,
Yeah,
like, if you're gonna say she's women's bodybuilding, you'd be fucking surprised how much smaller than the women's bodybuilding I think you'll find she actually is. Like
That's
at the end of the day, right? She's got her qualification for the Olympia. So once she stands next to Natalie and Sarah, you'll soon see.
yeah, yeah,
Like because at the end, because the reality is, outside of that top four, most of them are pretty ropey in women's physique.
yeah. I agree.
So it's like it's one of those categories that unless the judges are on it, which I'd be having a word with whoever those judges are to say that how can you go from a bigger show, possibly the previous for women's physique, to this week and just not even be in the mix or even be compared.
Did the judges not look into it then? Because surely, like, if she's just done a bigger show, she's just won, been rewarded in the class. Do they not look at the previous results and think, oh, okay, well, those judges clearly think she fits the
Don't
criteria?
know. Does that then become as well with being women's physique being a lesser category? They're trying to get
Technically,
more
they
people to the
shouldn't
O.
know, should they?
No,
They
they
shouldn't look at anything previous. It should be
no.
based off what the people there think. But problems with that will come when large discrepancies like this appear.
Yeah.
Because
If
also
she,
I also think from last week she didn't look she looked better, but it was more competitive because I
Right.
think it was a better women's physique
This
lineup.
guy from the UK.
Yeah. So Dwayne competed. Well, Dwayne and James competed. James didn't place, unfortunately. He was in third call-outs. But Dwayne here got first call-outs. I think he thinks he was seventh or eighth. He's not sure yet. So I
Mate,
think
that's
there's like
alright.
25 guys in the class. So pretty good run for his first show of
Another
the
one
year.
of Jace's genetics.
Yeah, yeah, good. If I was being super picky on his physique, I think he could be leaner through the rear.
Yeah.
On these pro shows, you've just got to be sharp, man. You've just got if you want to be placing top five and getting points for the Olympia, you have to be completely peeled.
Do you
Um,
think his shorts are too short there as well?
I don't know if that would hurt him. I don't
I'm
think
just
so.
I'm just curious because obviously we always talk about short length.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I think he's okay. But you can see here, there's just not a lot of detail there. Like I think he just needs to be a bit sharper through the rear.
That taper is ridiculous though.
It
I've
is
never even
unreal to
heard
me.
of this dude even before.
Lovely physique.
Yeah, he's got a lot of potential, this guy. I don't know how close he is to his cap, but he's just so bubbly. He's got wicked taper in the front shot and the back shot.
You'd probably say he's natural next as well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I
I
imagine
think he could pose better.
I need to see what he did in the comparison rounds. That's what I need to see.
Yeah.
I imagine he's doing M Pro this weekend, so I'll be able to see what he looks like in
Yeah.
person and how he's hitting his shots. It's going to be an interesting matchup between him and Tamas.
Yeah, it's nice, man.
So yeah, he did well. James didn't unfortunately place, but he knows he needs to be leaner. I mean,
Yeah.
he admit that
Is that
himself.
James? He used to be with Hilly.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's got a really nice physique. But like,
really, he's added a lot of size. He's not
yeah.
far off his cap either. He's 97 kilo on stage. Yeah, he needs to be leaner. And I also want him to change his posing a bit. He always elevates his shoulder, especially when he's on stage. I think it's a nerves thing.
I think he's got a better men's physique sort of look to him as well, like compared to that last dude just then. But he just once he's peeled.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Look
I
at his
like
back.
look at that man.
That is crazy. But he also needs to be fuller because I've seen this
Well, mate,
muscle push.
if you didn't have that caption to say that that is 2 days out, I would still say he's in his off season.
I wouldn't know that was a prep. No.
Yeah, yeah. He needs to be a lot leaner, and then he needs to fill out a lot better as well.
Who's coaching him as well?
He's self-coached.
That's the problem.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, because I always think as well, even with Hilly, I think he needed to be sharper.
yeah. I agree.
So if you're
I've never
going
seen
to if you're
him.
self coaching and you always have a
I mean,
condition,
if a lot of people have coached him and he's never come in condition, is that not a him issue?
I don't think a lot of people coach him. I think only
No.
Hilly's coached him, and then
I
he's
only
had
know of Hilly.
well. I've never seen him completely nail it, and I think when he does, because he will, when he does, he's going to be very good.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
I think he probably there's a level of suffering that needs to happen that probably doesn't want to tap into just yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Also, better prep timeline management because I've been speaking to him all year. He doesn't he doesn't take himself seriously enough. Like this Toronto show, he's like, "Yeah, I just jumped in it," sort of thing. Like you're a pro with good
But then
potential.
I'm like, oh sweet. If you want to do that, mate, give me the couple of grand that you've just spent to fly over and waste it then, because I'll take it. I'll invest it better.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like
Do you
if
know what I mean?
he
So it's like if you want to just throw money at things because you don't take things seriously, you've got too much cash then, mate. Like,
Unfortunately, the Pro League is not the place to do that, probably.
no.
no, and the thing is, like, it's frustrating in a way because he doesn't believe he's good. I think that's the reason why he doesn't take it seriously. He doesn't
Well,
realize that he has
from the
potential.
back outside of a conditioning
He's not
perspective,
good because he's not taking it seriously.
wiped
That's
that other
why he's
bloke off
not good
them.
enough. If he
He's
changed his mentality, he'd be better. He'd be
he's
sorting
got
it
a
out.
very he's got like he gives me Erin Banks vibes from the front sort of the side of things, like with just the way it sort of his long abs and like
Yeah,
the way
yeah,
he
yeah.
sits. But
I
it's just
know,
like imagine that back from the back completely shredded. His waist would completely fucking disappear. It'd be like his lats are floating.
and full as well. I've seen what he looks like when he's full. He's very good, especially in his chest. Like I can tell he's flat as fuck here.
Yeah.
Probably because he's been digging all the way into his
Chasing
chest.
it a bit, yeah.
So if he, in all honesty, if I don't know if James, if you watch this or not, mate, you just need a good coach, good timeline management of your prep, and you will be good. You will collect points for the Olympia. He was meant to be doing M Pro, but he's pulled out of that now because he knows he needs more condition. So I imagine he'll probably do Portugal in the UK.
Cool.
But we'll see.
Is he ready enough for Portugal?
It'll be tight. It will be tight.
I would say he's probably got a good 6 to 8 weeks there if he's as a struggle as it is anyway.
Yeah.
Boys, I'm gonna have to shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
that
done
wraps up
anyway,
the
mate. I think.
Oh,
episode
we
anyway.
done. That's
Yeah,
all right.
That wraps up the
I've
episode.
got to get
but
painting.
yeah, I'd like to see him hit his potential. That'd be ridiculous. But
Yeah. We'll
Good
see.
run of shows
We'll see.
though. What we got next week?
So
what have we
yeah, I'm
got
in
next
Spain
week?
for M Pro. We got that one.
Yeah,
What else is there?
I'm just having a look at the UK calendar.
There's no
I know
tubing
there's
show
first
for a
time is the
while.
weekend after. There's Gastro the weekend
I'm
after.
at IBFA Southwest in Exeter with my client Reese, last one of the season. Then we got PCA East Anglia on Sunday.
PCA East Anglia,
We got Shitex Wolverhampton, and we've got Nabba World Championships at the Gateshead.
Lovely.
Loads to cover. Sweet. All right, guys. We'll catch you then.
Peace.